Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another speed build. Today, even though it's September, which technically it isn't autumn, but whatever, we're doing a summer build. I built this traditional Sulani build back on mid-July. And here we are on September, and you might be wondering, why the hell did it take you so long? Well, I took a long break and then here we are, I guess. So I'm really proud of this one. Back in July, I was doing so many modern Sulani builds or island living builds that were over water bungalows and over water villas. And they gave you this modern sea beach vibe, or I guess a hotel. And it was I really loved the locals in Sulani. I was obsessed with them, with how they dressed and their culture. It was everything. So I was I wanna try and build a house for them. And let me be clear, I had no idea what I was doing. No idea what I was doing. I had to look a lot of inspiration online. I took inspiration from various houses. I think most of them were from Hawaii and a couple were from Polynesia. And I looked at houses that were true to the local culture. So I found out that most of these houses are low, they don't have more than 2 floors, and even when they do have more than 2 floors, they are very low floors. So I had to keep the height of the house very low. And then I found out that the inside is very brown, which, let me tell you, it's trying to make an entire white house in the game. You might see some white house in reality or in a picture and you'd be like, oh my god, that's amazing, I so want to do and recreate this in The Sims. However, the colors don't really translate that well, especially something that's overly white or way too brown. It tends to look boring and not good. So I used some pop of colors. I decided to use various tones of brown. As you can see, we have the darker redwood brown. We have that light, I'm not sure what type of brown is, on the wallpapers. We have different browns on the stairs, and you can see I use a lot of black. I'm trying to keep it quote-unquote brown colorful. And I decided to use as pop of colors blue and orange. I feel in islands, orange and blue dye is something very common thanks to, I guess, all the flowers. So I was it makes sense. And that's what I did. However, as you can see at the start, we did a little time lapse of how I was doing the exterior. I had so much trouble doing the exterior because, I don't know, I felt it was kind of boring because of how one layer or 2 stores, I guess it was not very dimensional. So I decided to go crazy, let's just say crazy with landscaping. And I'm really proud of the final result. I think it really translates well to the eye and I'm really happy with that. However, I really struggled with balance. I am still not sure. I feel it's kind of overloaded. Maybe it's too much. Maybe I should done a little bit less. However, as I was going, when it was a little bit less, I wasn't happy with it. So it might look a bit of crowded, I guess, to the eye, but I'm really happy with how it looks. Also, one of the reasons why I didn't upload this particular build sooner, it was just when I finished it. EA decided, or I guess Maxis decided to update the game and release all of the word items, essentially freeing the word items. I'm sure you know by now. So all of the items around the world became available through a cheat for builders. And I think that's super cool. And people honestly did some mind-blowing things with them. Like mind-blowing. So even when it happened, I had a different idea to do, and I was like, I will post that later. And the different idea was a mermaid grotto. I took inspiration, like I saw some pictures from actual mermaid castles and from illustrations and stuff like that. And I was really excited to start working with the idea. However, I was like, you don't want to post that. Like everyone else is posting amazing stuff. So it's like, I don't know. That's a stupid. It's not good enough to post right now. Maybe a bit later when the whole craze of the new items has passed. Maybe then it will be the time. So stuff happened, life happened, and I didn't had time, I guess, or I wasn't in the mood to do the mermaid grotto thing. And then the Musino stuff back came, and I was like, okay, I need to record for that. And then I was still not in the mood, so I never did the mermaid grotto. And I'm currently like, is it too late to do the mermaid grotto and the mermaid castle? Like, it's September. I'm not sure. I used to know those dates, but essentially, even though like September, it's autumn, it's actually not, according to the, I guess, astronomic calendar. I'm not sure if that's the correct term. I think essentially autumn starts on the 21st or the 22nd, something like that, of September. So theoretically, I still have time. However, all I want to do is drink pumpkin spice lattes and do everything fall. So I'm like, yeah, probably not the best time. So I'm not sure if I want to release currently or even work on it, especially since tomorrow, this goes out on Sunday. Tomorrow I will post the first Realm of Magic build. I was lucky enough to get early access to it, so it will be like hype around that pack for a while. So I don't know, doing something like that feels out of character and out of season, and I don't know, I'm not sure yet. However, I really wanted to post that because I have found out that if I don't post something right now, we'll never post it. And this has happened quite a lot before. So I'm really proud of this one, and I know like probably it isn't really, summaries and the hype for island living has passed. I've even seen people bash island living, which I was like, what? I don't know, like on Twitter. So yeah, I'm just proud and happy. So as you can see, I struggled with the layout. This is something that I kept having trouble with the island living build. I don't know why, but I wasn't happy with the layout. You will see that we have this tiny living room and we have no dining table inside. However, in usually tropical islands, usually the weather, even on Sims, because I played so much with this pack, I know that it tends to be good. And it might very rarely get chilly, and occasionally you will get thunderstorms. However, for those cases and occasions, I feel like it makes sense to have an indoor dining table. We have one outside with a barbecue set and everything, but I couldn't fit one inside, and I'm not really happy with that. I'm also not happy with the living room, that it's so small, but I honestly didn't know how I could make the layout work. And you will see, usually when I play, I tend to keep things on the first floor. That's at least how I personally play, and maybe I will stretch it to the second floor. However, if anything is on the third floor, I'm like, oh hell no. I don't care what is on the third floor, I'm never using it. Because I don't know, I'm lazy, I guess. So I decided on the second floor in this case to not have anything major and important. So we have the guest room, which you will see all around the house. We have vibes from, or I guess like historic references to Sulanian, I don't know, culture, and especially on the guest room, because if you live on an island, you know that you're going to have like family and friends over, so I feel like it's important to have a guest room, and for that reason I decided to decorate the guest room with like heavy inspiration from the culture of the island. And also upstairs we have the guest bathroom, which is also the only bathroom that's also accessible, you know, to everyone, and it's not connected to a bedroom. Downstairs, as you already saw, we have two bedrooms that I decided to make very big and very luxurious, because why the hell not? One is theoretically for a kid or a teen, and the other one is essentially the master bedroom with a master bathroom and a master closet. So here is the outside, and you will see that we have another sitting area here, and over on the other side we also have a nice, how is it called? That little table that has, it's not a table, that thing, fire pit. Yeah, it's a fire pit, which I'm really happy with it. I think it's cute, you know. On a chilly night, you don't wanna like go outside, so you can just chill in, maybe close the curtains or whatnot, and just relax by the fire. Also, you will see that I use those, I think they are roof decorations, those wavy ones, I'm not sure how they're called, all around the build. I really enjoyed them. I used them as fences where the barbecue area is. I use them as just decors in the walls, just to give them the walls something more, I guess, a pizzazz, if you will, and I'm really, really happy with it. So one of the builds that I took, houses that I took inspiration from, it had this nice little bar, and I really liked it. So I decided to also make a bar, and I don't know, I like the idea of coming into the bar and watching like an athletic event or something, so I decided to also add a TV. And you will see we have all the references to the Sulani, I guess, culture, like those, I don't know how they're called, posters and whatever on the walls. Of course, we have everywhere in the house, wherever there is a balcony, we have either those lounge chairs, particularly those ones, but we have lounge chairs, and we have also like sitting areas, because I feel like it's important if you live next to the sea to be able to sit and enjoy the sea. So here is the fence on this barbecue area that I was talking about. I already talked like with those wavy things, and the other thing is actually windows that I shrink down. I didn't really like the fence that came with the island living pack. I feel like it's too much, I don't know how to say it, like of greedy, if you will, and this house is more polished, so it felt out of character. So I conjured this fence, and I'm really happy with it. What else? Of course we needed a pool, because come on, like, yeah, sure, you're next to the sea, but I don't know, it's good to have a pool. Especially, I'm not sure, but I think on those tropical islands you tend to have strong winds, and I think sharks, I'm not sure, but like, not obviously not in the game, but sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry. And again, here is the other balcony for the master bedroom, I think, and I'm not sure what else I'm doing, other than adding more details all around, of course. Oh yeah, this area, the front of the house, I was like, I'm gonna work it later, after I did, you know, the exterior with the screen, so I'm like, well, I will work it later. I don't know, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, so I reached in the end of the build and was like, I haven't done anything. Please help. And I don't know, I'm not particularly happy with it. However, it doesn't really suck, so I think it's fine. So here is the finished build. Again, I'm really happy with it, especially for doing something that I had no idea how to do. And I figured stuff as I was going. I'm super proud of it. And I love how brown yet colorful somehow everything is. Also, I did this build before obviously this week's update that we got the island counters for island living. However, I don't care. I don't really care. I have already posted it on the gallery, so if you want, you can just simply change them yourself. Even though, let's be honest, those counters have a lot of issues. I don't know if you heard, like some people complained about them, which I do kinda agree. But yeah. If you like this build, again, as I said, it's already in the gallery and you can download it. I mean, after all, it's gonna be summer, like in 3 months in Australia, so hey. If you live in Australia and those countries, I'm not sure. Like, yeah, you get it. You will enjoy it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope that you have an amazing day and take care. Bye.